Urgent, da Bears fan, look at what just happened. Nobody saw this coming, huh? But first, make sure to subscribe to the channel because we bring you daily videos with the latest your team news, and don't forget to turn on notifications so you won't miss anything. 2 players are expected to determine Chicago Bears' draft fate. If there is one thing veteran Chicago Bears fans know by now, it's to expect the unexpected in the NFL draft. Everybody thought they had the 2024 outlook figured. Out in the first 8 picks before the Chicago Bears selected again at 9. Most media mock drafts followed the same pattern. Then the Atlanta Falcons dropped a bombshell, taking Washington quarterback Michael Penix at 8. There is a widespread belief that things could get even crazier this year with player grades all over the place from team to team. NFC and AFC division. Favorites and sleeper picks for 2025. Looking at how things have unfolded over recent weeks, 2 players could help the Bears reach their desired destination with the 10th overall pick. Jordan Reed of ESPN pointed them out. Cornerback Will Johnson, Michigan, and edge rusher Jalen Walker, Georgia, are expected to have heavy turnouts at private workouts on April 14th and 17th, respectively. The extent of what they will do at those workouts is unclear, but scouts are eager to see both in action. Johnson's long speed has been a lingering question mark for scouts. He was viewed as a potential top 5 pick in the fall, but he missed the final 6 games of the season with a toe injury and sat out of Michigan's pro day with a hamstring injury. Despite that, has still my No. 5 overall prospect and could go as high as No. 6 to the Raiders. Johnson is the consensus 1 cornerback in this class and ranked 7th on NFL. Comare's Walker is considered the next Nolan Smith, who just dominated for Philadelphia last season. If both of them climb into the top 10, it will cause a cascade effect that benefits the Bears. The Chicago Bears want the scenario to unfold as follows. Right now, the team that could upend everything is Las Vegas at 6. Many have projected they will take Boise State running back Ashton Jeanty. Some, though, aren't certain. Pete Carroll is a defensive guy and likes big, athletic corners. He's drafted one in the top 10 before Devin Witherspoon. The Raiders' defense has been a weak link for years. Johnson has Michigan connections to GM John. Spytech 2. As for Walker, many circle the Carolina Panthers at 8 as the ideal landing spot. His fit is obvious and they badly need help with their pass rush. So let's play it out like this. Subscribe to the BFR YouTube channel and ride shotgun with Dave and Ficky as they break down Bears football like nobody else. Once Cam Ward to 10-2, Travis Hunter to CLE3, Abdul Carter to NYG4, Will Campbell to NE5, Mason Graham to Jack 6, Will Johnson to LV7, Tyler Warren to NYJ8, Jalen Walker to Carr. In this scenario, only the New Orleans Saints stand between the Chicago Bears and either Janty or Missouri tackle Armand Membu. Even if they were to take one of them, Ryan Poles would still end up with the other. Now you understand why this path is the one Bears fans should hope for. It holds the best possibility of them landing a top prospect. Pausing this news just to say that if you want YouTube to keep recommending the latest The Monsters of the Midway news to you, it's very important that you leave a like on this video. Thanks. Now let's get back to the news. Justin Simmons would provide veteran leadership to a young secondary in an offseason filled with unexpected departures from the safety position. The Broncos' decision to release Justin Simmons may be the most surprising. The 30-year-old still plays at a near-elite level and has 3 second-team All-Pro selections in each of the last 3 seasons to show for it. The 8-year pro has demonstrated a talent for making impactful plays throughout his career and has never thrown fewer than 2 interceptions in a season. He has also overcome 3 interceptions every year since 2018. In short, he is an elite point guard whose consistency in producing the ball is unparalleled. In addition to playing at a high level on the field, the veteran central defender is also one of the best players to have in the locker room in the entire league. I often advocate signing younger players in positions where the importance of speed and agility is greater, but Simmons is the rare exception to that rule. He may be over 30 now, but he still has a lot to offer a young secondary that has added 3 new starters in the last 2 years. Simmons, who narrowly missed the Broncos' run to the Super Bowl in 2015, will likely look for a team that can compete for a Super Bowl at his next stop. There's a significant amount of excitement and hope surrounding the Bears this offseason with the number 1 overall pick in tow, and it could be a perfect pairing if the veteran buys into the vision. One thing is for sure, he is one of the biggest fish in this year's free agent class. Chicago may have to pay for his services, but he would be worth every penny if he did. Chicago Bears 3 sleeper prospects to target in 2025 NFL Draft. The Bears need to give Ben Johnson a running start by nailing the 2025 NFL Draft. For the third consecutive season, the Chicago Bears enter the 2025 NFL Draft with a top 10 pick in the first round. However, the Bears also have 6 other selections to use on Day 2 and Day 3, giving them a chance to look at some of the top sleeper targets of the NFL Draft. Ahead of Ben Johnson's first season at the helm, Chicago is at a crucial make-or-break point for its franchise. Although 7 picks are among the fewest of the 32 teams participating in the draft, it is still 2 more than the Bears had in 2024. However, despite the low volume, Chicago owned 2 top 10 selections in 2024, including the number 1 overall pick, which it used on Caleb Williams. The team enters the 2025 draft with the number 10 pick, but is not scheduled to make another selection until number 39. In his 3 previous off-seasons with Chicago, general manager Ryan Poles has largely been hit or miss with his draft picks. While he has not typically been sharp with his middle to later round selections, Poles has to deliver with a stellar draft class in 2025. Though not the deepest class, the 2025 NFL draft pool is full of viable sleeper targets that the Bears have to be keen on. WR Jalen Royals, Utah State. Even with the Bears expecting a second-year leap from Rome Odunze, they still desperately need help at receiving. Chicago opted not to resign second leading receiver Keenan Allen in free agency, leaving a hole in the slot. While Utah State's Jalen Royals played most of his snaps at wideout, he figures to be more of a slot receiver in the NFL. Royals is not one of the highest touted pass catchers of the class, but could be the one who makes the most sense in a Caleb-y. Williams-led offense. Historically, Williams has thrived with quick and athletic receivers out of the slot. He tends to favor the slot either way, but loves to play with a dynamic threat out of that position. With 1,114 receiving yards through 2 years at Utah State, Royals is dynamic as a downfield threat and with the ball in his hands. As one of the biggest winners of the NFL Draft Combine, Royals shot up draft boards, making him a second or third round target. The Bears have 3 Day 2 picks at their disposal, making Royals a realistic target for Poles to consider. LB Danny Stutzman, Oklahoma Poles failed to add a veteran linebacker in free agency after watching Jack Sanborn sign with the Dallas Cowboys. Although Tremaine Edmonds and TJ Edwards remain under contract, linebacker remains a massive need for the team. It is unlikely the Bears target the position in round 1, making it a possible Day 2 decision. Oklahoma's Danny Stutzman is not viewed as one of the top prospects of the 2025 NFL Draft, making him one of the biggest sleepers of the class. With a 6'4", 231-pound frame, Stutzman's size is already prepared for the next level. Coming off 3 consecutive 100-tackle seasons, the Florida native is one of the most proven and gritty players of the draft pool. While he lacks the athleticism and speed to be a true top-end prospect, Stutzman could immediately start next to Edmonds and Edwards. He makes up for his lack of speed with tremendous vision and pursuit that allowed him to consistently rank as one of the top tacklers in the Big 12. In the right situation, Stutzman could truly develop into a star, making him a perfect sleeper candidate for the Bears to target in the second or third round of the 2025 NFL Draft. OT Charles Grant, William Mary. As a mid-round prospect from William Mary, Charles Grant is easily one of the top potential sleepers of the entire 2025 NFL Draft. Like all FCS prospects, Grant comes with serious questions regarding his quality of competition, but the technique and foundation evident in his game film easily make him one of the most intriguing players of the class. Where Grant thrives the most is with his pass protection sets, which the Bears desperately need help with. Chicago added veterans Joe Thuney, Drew Dahlman, and Jonah Jackson in free agency, but still needs help at tackle. After allowing Caleb Williams to be sacked 68 times as a rookie, those issues cannot be overlooked for another offseason. Adding rock-solid veterans in Thuney and Jackson is a start, but Poles needs to address all aspects of the offensive line. A former high school wrestler, Grant has the strength and tenacity to compete with anybody in the trenches. It will take time for him to transition from blocking FCS-level edge rushers to the best athletes in the world, but once he does, Grant has the potential to be one of the best players of the entire class. He has sleeper potential written all over him, making him a perfect fit for the Bears to target on day 2 of the 2025 NFL Draft. Devin Hester has strong feelings about the Ben Johnson hire. Few players experience the full spectrum of Chicago Bears coaching more than Devin Hester. He started his career with Lovie Smith, the best head coach the organization has had, not named Mike Ditka, in the Super Bowl era. They reached a Super Bowl together and had 4 winning seasons. Then Hester had to experience the significant downgrade. That was Mark Trestman, so one can understand why the Hall of Famer would be more critical of Bears hires than others after what he went through. Hester carefully commented on previous head coaches like John Fox, Matt Nagy, and Matt Eberflus. He was respectful but never showed any outward emotions about any of them. One would expect the same kind of response regarding the Ben Johnson hire. Wrong? Kay Adams had a chance to speak with Hester on her Up Adams show. She asked the Bears legend what he thought of the Johnson hire. Hester didn't waste any time showing his clear excitement over the move. He believes Johnson's offense is the key ingredient this team was missing. Devin Hester continues to show his understanding of Bears football. He was here during the good times in the mid to late 2000s. Those teams were defined by good defense and strong running games led by Thomas Jones and Matt Fort. It seems like the Bears lost that identity over the past few years. They haven't had a 1,000-yard rusher since David Montgomery in 2020. Devin Hester knows this incoming draft class is loaded at the position. He fully expects Johnson and the Bears to add somebody intending to balance out the offense and take pressure off of Caleb Williams' shoulders. That is a big reason things worked so well in Detroit for Jared Goff. Together with a defense that has already shown it can be good, this team is poised for a big step forward in 2025. No wonder Hester is excited. And now, Da Bears fan, I want to hear from you. What's your opinion on this? Drop your thoughts in the comments. I don't know if you know this, but your opinion matters a lot for the Bears. He'll be back any moment with more. The Monsters of the Midway News.